Have you ever wondered what kinds of trucks armies used to move their stuff around? Today, we're going to look at some of the coolest military trucks from all over the world. These aren't your everyday trucks, they're big, tough, and can do some pretty amazing things. Let's check them out. 1. BAZ 6909. The BAZ 6909 is a super strong truck from Russia. Imagine a truck so big and powerful it can carry things as heavy as 3 big elephants. This truck was made to carry special military equipment like big missiles and radar systems. It can hold up to 20 tons of stuff. That's like carrying 20 small cars at once. The BAZ 6909 isn't just strong, it's also really good at driving in tough places. It can go on all kinds of roads, even in areas where there aren't any roads at all. This means it can take important equipment to hard-to-reach places. One cool thing about this truck is that it can work in really cold or hot weather. It can drive when it's as cold as minus 50 degrees Celsius. That's colder than your freezer. Or as hot as 45 degrees Celsius, hotter than a hot summer day. The engine in this truck is super powerful too. It has 500 horsepower. That's like having 500 horses pulling the truck at once. This helps it carry heavy loads and drive through tough terrain. 2. Kia Medium Tactical Vehicle. Next up is the Kia Medium Tactical Vehicle from South Korea. Kia isn't just making cars for families, they're also making tough trucks for the Army. This truck is special because it's new and modern. The South Korean Army wants to use these to replace their older trucks. It comes in 2 sizes, one that can carry 2.5 tons and another that can carry 5 tons. One cool thing about this truck is its design. The engine is under the cab where the driver sits, instead of in front. This makes the truck shorter and easier to drive in tight spaces. But the best part? The cab is armored. It's like a metal shield that protects the people inside from bullets and flying pieces of metal. This keeps the soldiers safe when they're driving in dangerous areas. 3. Carapace. Now, let's talk about the Carapace. This is a special truck from France that carries fuel. But it's not like the fuel trucks you see on the highway. This one goes to the front lines in wars. The Carapace is based on a truck called the Scania R440, but it's been changed a lot for military use. It's made to go on long trips to faraway places where the Army needs fuel. This truck is really big. It can pull a special trailer that holds 22,000 liters of fuel. That's enough to fill up about 440 cars. It's the biggest fuel truck the French Army has. The Carapace has 2 parts where people can sit. There's the main cab for the driver and 1 passenger, and right behind it, there's another small cab for more people. Both of these cabs are armored. This means they're covered in strong metal that can stop bullets and pieces of exploding shells. This keeps the people inside safe when they're driving in dangerous areas. 4. TG Mill. The TG Mill is a whole family of military trucks made by a company called Rheinmetall. These trucks are used by armies all over the world. What's cool about the TG Mill is that it comes in lots of different sizes. Some have 2 axles, sets of wheels, some have 3, and some even have 4. This means there's a TG Mill truck for almost any job the Army needs to do. These trucks are great for moving things around. They can carry soldiers, bring supplies to where they're needed, or even help out when there are natural disasters like floods or earthquakes. The TG Mill trucks are pretty strong too. Depending on which version you get, they can carry between 7 and 20 tons. That's like carrying a whole herd of cows. The engines in these trucks are powerful as well. They can have anywhere from 240 to 380 horsepower. That's a lot of power to help them drive through tough conditions. 5. Ural Tornado U. The Ural Tornado U is a big, tough truck from Russia. It's not like regular trucks that have been changed for the Army. This one was made specially for military use from the start. This truck is bigger and can do more than the older trucks the Russian Army uses. On good roads, it can carry 16 tons of stuff. That's like carrying 16 small cars at once. But the Tornado U isn't just for carrying things. It can also pull heavy trailers or big guns behind it. It can pull things that weigh up to 12 tons. The cab of the Tornado U, that's the part where people sit, is made of steel and special materials that make it strong. If the Army needs extra protection, they can add armor to the cab. This armor helps protect the people inside from bullets and flying pieces of metal. Inside the cab, there's room for 3 people, the driver and 2 passengers. This means a small team can travel together in the truck. 6. Ashok Leland Guru 715. Let's head to India now and look at the Ashok Leland Guru 715. This truck was made because the Indian Army needed new trucks to replace their old ones. The Guru 715 is a medium-sized truck. It's not as big as some of the others we've talked about, but it's still pretty strong. It can carry up to 2.5 tons of stuff and can also pull trailers behind it. One of the cool things about this truck is that it's good at driving in tough places. It can go on regular roads, but it's also great at driving where there are no roads at all. This is important in a big country like India, where the Army might need to go to all kinds of different places. The Guru 715 has a strong engine with 6 cylinders. It can climb up steep hills, even ones that go up at a 30-degree angle. That's pretty steep. It can also drive sideways on hills that lean 15 degrees without tipping over. This truck has a special gearbox that helps the driver choose the right speed for different situations. It has 6 gears for going forward and 1 for going backwards. 7. Volvo FMX 8x8. Now, let's talk about the Volvo FMX 8x8. You might know Volvo for making regular cars and trucks, but they also make tough trucks for the military. The FMX 8x8 is a big, strong truck with 8 wheels. The 8x8 in its name means that all 8 wheels can be powered by the engine. This helps it drive in really tough conditions. One of the coolest things about this truck is that it can load and unload big containers all by itself. It has a special system that can pick up a container, put it on its back, and then put it back down again. This is useful for quickly moving lots of supplies. The FMX 8x8 can carry all sorts of things. Sometimes it carries big metal containers full of supplies. Other times, it might carry special equipment that the Army needs. This truck is also really strong. It can pull heavy trailers and even big artillery guns. Those are the really big guns that the Army uses. The engine in the FMX 8x8 is super powerful. It can have up to 540 horsepower. That's like having 540 horses pulling the truck. This helps it carry heavy loads and drive through tough terrain. 8. Durman 8x8. The Durman 8x8 is a big military truck from Turkey. It was made specially for the Turkish Army when they needed new, modern trucks. Like the Volvo we just talked about, the Durman has 8 wheels, and all of them can be powered by the engine. This helps it drive in tough conditions. The Durman is mainly used for moving things around. It's good at driving on regular roads, but it can also handle some off-road driving when it needs to. This truck is super strong. Depending on which version you get, it can carry between 18 and 32 tons. That's like carrying up to 32 small cars at once. The Durman isn't just for carrying regular supplies. Some versions of it are made to do special jobs. For example, one version is made to carry tanks. Those are the big armored vehicles that armies use. Another version is made to help pull other vehicles that get stuck or break down. 9. Tach T815 8x8 LT. Now let's look at the Tach T815 8x8 LT from the Czech Republic. Tach has been making trucks for the Army for a long time, and this is one of their newest models. The T815 8x8 LT is part of a big family of Tach trucks. Some have 4 wheels, some have 6, and this one has 8. The Czech Army has over 5,700 Tach trucks. This truck is special because it's an upgraded version of an older design. The people at Tatra took their 30-year-old truck and made it better. They gave it a new engine that uses less fuel and doesn't make as much smoke. One cool thing about this truck is its body. It has a flatbed with aluminum sides that can be taken off. This means it can be used for lots of different jobs. Sometimes it carries cargo, and other times it can carry people. If they take the sides off, it can even carry big shipping containers. 10. Mack Defense Line Haul. Last but not least, we have the Mack Defense Line Haul from the United States. Mack is famous for making tough trucks, and this one is no exception. The Line Haul is a really big truck made for carrying super heavy loads. It can carry up to 60 tons. That's like carrying 60 small cars at once. This truck has a powerful engine called the Mack MP8. It gives the truck 440 horsepower, which helps it carry heavy loads even when driving up steep hills. One of the cool things about the Line Haul is that it's made to be efficient. This means it can drive for a long time without needing to stop for fuel. This is important for military trucks that might need to drive long distances. The cab of the Line Haul, where the driver sits, is comfortable. It has a full walk-through to sleeping quarters, which means the drivers can rest without leaving the truck. It also has lots of storage space and a convenient control panel. These are just 10 of the many amazing military trucks used around the world. Each one is designed to do a specific job and help armies do their work better. From carrying heavy loads to bringing fuel to the front lines, these trucks are an important part of modern militaries. The next time you see a big truck on the road, remember that there might be even bigger and tougher trucks out there, helping armies all over the world. If you enjoyed learning about these incredible military trucks, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating content. Share this video with your friends who love big vehicles and amazing machines. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.